welcome back. I thought instead of me just sanding this and doing the whole process on my own, I thought I would do a video on it so that way you guys can see how I do this. So I have everything ready here. I've prepped my surface with a what they call a pea pad, and then underneath that is paper towels just in case. And I've got my water. The heck? I've got my water here with my sandpaper, and I've got all different strengths. Now this is the sanding kit that comes from Sanding Resin, and as you can see, I've got the 320. I have, let me just show you the package on them so you can see. Sanding Resin has an excellent sanding kit, and it's all wet sanding, which is great. Get them out of here. And you get 2 packs of these. So you get 320, 600, 1000, 1500, 3000, 5000, and 7000. And all of these grits will take you to a perfect shine. And then they send you 2 of these sanding blocks, and there's a couple of files in there too. I have them somewhere. I'm just not sure in which one of my containers they are at the moment, but if they look just like this. Oh, here they are. You get 2 of these as well for sanding. So, and then you get some metal files as well, and that some diamond files in there, and it's a great little kit. So if you need anything for sanding, wet sanding or whatever, it's a great little kit. So we are going to start with the 320, and this piece might be a little wore out, so I may need to get another piece, but I just wet it down, get some water on my surface, and I sand in a circular motion. Sand your edges. Like I said, this piece may be about wore out. Maybe get another piece. Yeah, I think it's about wore out. Let me get another piece here. I start off with just a small piece because you don't really need a big piece. Just big enough for your hands, and I fold it in half. So I'm just cutting off a chunk. And then I wet that down. And I fold it in half, just like that. And I just, that's much better. You can tell when your sandpaper starts to get a little weak. Sand these edges here first. Get some sanded down. But I'm not going to sand completely my lip because I still have to put a top coat on this. And I would rather have a lip to keep my resin from going over the edge. So I just go through, and especially wherever that hair is, I'm going to sand that. Get that off of there. And I just go around in a circular motion until I feel like it's smooth. Check for my hair. It's pretty close. And if you don't get it all, it will get covered with, where's the other one at? Right there. And you can use an orbital sander if you want to, but you just got to make sure that it will allow you to wet sand, but just be careful because you're using electricity with water. And this is going to get rid of any of your imperfections on the surface. And then you can just rub your hand over it and feel. And you'll be able to feel if there's any imperfections. And I can still feel that little bump there from the hair, but as we sand it, it'll go away. Plus, and then what I do in between each sanding is I take a wet cloth and I wipe it. And the reason for that is because I want to make sure I've gotten all my imperfections on this first. And when you sand, wet sand, it keeps the dust. Okay, I've got imperfections right there that I still want to get out. So I grab the sandpaper back out. Put a little water on it, right there. And then you want to make sure that you get your edges. Good. Sometimes it's hard to see when you got all that gunk on there. And as you jump up in number, the sanding with sanding your papers, the lower the number, the heavier the grit. So it's going to take a deeper cut with your lower numbers. All right, let's try wiping this off again. Let's see what we have. Try to keep the mess down to a minimum because that way you have less to clean up. All right, we still have, I don't know what that was right there in the center. Hopefully when we do a top coat that'll fill in and disappear because it's level with the surface. So edges feel nice and smooth. All right, now we're going to jump up to the next size. And I may have to just get new ones all the way around. Get 600. Yep. We'll try it and see what it feels like. We just may have to get a new one. I don't think there's much grit left on this. Yeah, trash. Cut off a 600 because you want to make sure that you're getting the best surface. Oops. And as you sand, you'll notice that your surface gets smoother and smoother with every change of grit. And you have to sand less and less with each one. Okay. There's the 600. Next is the 1000. I'm just going to take all of these out because there might be a little bit left on the 1000. We'll chest it out. Alright, and because we're going to flood coat this, we don't need to take it clear up to the bigger numbers. Now if we weren't flood coating it with resin and we were just going to polish it, then yeah, we would take it all the way up. Can you guys see that right there? Maybe lift it up, see if you guys can see it. There's a little imperfection right there, and I don't know what that was, but I'm glad I'm sanding it. Okay, so 1500 is next, and that'll be the last, because we don't need to do, I don't think, anything higher than that. $1,500, $3,000, $5,000, $7,000. Now, this one here is just hardly, I don't even know that it's even going to do anything, but we'll do it anyway. Let's see if I can take that down just a little bit more. This is my 300. Yes. That's better. Now I get to go all the way back through those. Okay, I might go over this with a 1500 just in case. Just to make sure. Just so that you can see a difference. that does it. Move this out of the way. See how perfectly smooth that is? Edges are just absolutely smooth, perfect smooth. That is still there, but it'll get covered up with resin. Now we have to clean it with alcohol to get any residue off the top. Before you put any alcohol or any resin on it. And you don't want to sand this until your product is completely cured, because otherwise you will have sticky, gummy, yucky resin. And there it is. I don't know what that was. Whether I touched it or something, I don't know. But it's pretty deep. But it'll be gone after we put resin on it, because it's now smooth. All right. So that is how you sand a project. When you have a big surface like that. Pretty simple. Alright guys, I'm going to pour some resin on top of this, get it curing, and then I will show you this at the end of today's project. Alright, I just want to jump on here and do this real quick so you can see how sanding a project works, in case you've never done it before. And it's so much easier. It makes your product turn out much better, and that way you have a mirror finish on your products. All right? Okay guys, we'll see you later. Bye.